ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
It's official. A strict stay-at-home order is set to take effect this weekend. According to the governor's office, it activates tomorrow afternoon, and businesses will have to comply by Sunday afternoon. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Those new restrictions will kick in because bed capacity in our ICUs has fallen below 15%. Before the news broke, our ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura spoke to 3 businesses around the county about their plans for surviving the shutdown.
I spoke with business owners before this evening's announcement was made. They were expecting the stay-at-home order to be issued, and they were already making changes to their business model. On Friday night, Bernardo Winery welcomed customers to dine outdoors, but the winery and restaurant is prepared to change how they do business.
We're going to try a little bit harder to make sure that like the to-go, and we're going to do some really good farmers market boxes, I think, that are going to be fun and focus on our bottle discounts.
Owner Ross Rizzo is drawing on their experience from the first stay-at-home order in March. And though they have an idea of what to expect, it won't be any easier.
We had 75 people before this whole thing happened in March, and we're down to 18 now, and we're going to be down to like 5 or 6 if we shut down again. So all these people, and there's no stimulus for them. There's no extra money for them this time.
I'll bring you to the entrance.
This is video of Lost Cause Meadery's outdoor tasting room. The meadery had a 3-year anniversary celebration planned for the weekend that they decided to rework last minute.
But we didn't want to host anything that was really trying to encourage a lot of people from the community to come out and congregate. So we're focusing more on to-go and just kind of adapting to what we think is right.
Co-owner Billy Belt says their plan for the stay-at-home order?
We simply just shut down the tasting room and focus on just bottles and cans out the door.
At Serpentine Cider,
we bottled about 500 bottles.
Owner Sean Harris says the cidery is getting ahead on bottling and canning as they ramp up the push to online sales and pickup for their ciders and merchandise.
I think we are better prepared this time because we know what's on the horizon. The bad thing is we were really hoping that the holiday sales would bump up our terrible year that we've had.
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Well, under the order, only schools that have received waivers can stay open. Retail can stay open at 20% capacity. Restaurants will be restricted to takeout and delivery. Bars, wineries, salons, and barbershops will have to close their doors completely. All right, San Diego County also hit a new one-day record for cases today, topping the 2,000 mark. We had more than 1,000 cases in 12 of the last 14 days. Our total number of cases now stands at 88,000. There were also 7 new deaths, bringing that total to 1,047.
Investigators are looking into the possibility that a heat lamp inside a chicken coop may have started the Willow Fire. The fire started Wednesday night in Rancho San Diego and quickly scorched 30 acres. The family who lost their home in the fire described a harrowing escape from the flames. Gwendolyn Pavlik's father, Doug, was asleep in the home on Wind River Road, and the fire raced up the hill within minutes. Doug was awakened by a fireman banging on his door to get out.
By the time he got to the door, the kitchen was on fire. The fireman said, "You need to go." And when he went upstairs to get the keys and his wallet, the fire came through the windows of his bedroom.
Doug was able to get out, but he watched his home of 33 years burn. 6 other homes were damaged from heat and smoke. And our red flag warning was canceled earlier today, but the fire danger is still high due to the dry and breezy conditions. Meteorologist Angelica Campos is joining us now with a look at what to expect this weekend. Angelica?
Hi, Kim, and we don't really need to look at the numbers. Just you can feel it on your skin. It is so dry outside, and it's the dryness that will keep that fire danger in place through the weekend. Looking at the winds tonight, we're doing much better, only gusting up to 15 miles per hour in Alpine, but we are expecting those winds to pick up tomorrow, most likely for the first part of the day, but only gusting between 15 to 25 miles per hour, as high as 30 miles per hour at its peak. Relative humidity is still down in the teens and single digits like in Mount Laguna, where it's only 9%. That, of course, creates an elevated fire danger. And this is not it. We are expecting another round of Santa Ana winds for the beginning of next week. Coming up, I'll show you what to expect and also a close look at the numbers. It is a very cold night around the county.
Angelica, thank you. 3 people have died in different fires that broke out in Tijuana yesterday. Our media partners, Televisa, report the fires burned at least 30 homes in a neighborhood called Cumbres del Ruby in the southern portion of the city. One woman died after running back into her home trying to save her pets. The city of Tijuana has set up 3 temporary shelters for those whose homes were damaged or destroyed. Thousands of DACA hopefuls will soon be able to apply for the program once again. The Trump administration had blocked those applications, but a federal judge ordered the government to restore the program today. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo spoke to a San Diegan who is now waiting to apply.
The Department of Homeland Security has not commented on the ruling. They have 3 days to comply with the judge's order. Friday, the latest blow to the Trump administration and its fight to end DACA, a judge ruling that the administration must once again start accepting new applications and return to 2-year renewals. DACA, or Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, gives legal protection to undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children by their parents. Jacob Sapochnik is a San Diego immigration attorney.
As I'm talking to you, I'm getting all these text messages from people and, they want to know.
For one San Diegan named Harrison, today's news means he can now apply.
We won't be scared of facing that ghost of deportation anymore.
Harrison did not want to show his face out of concern because of his legal status. His parents left their home country of Guatemala when he was 4.
It's very impactful towards me because I now know that I can have a better future, not only for me, but for my family.
The Trump administration first tried ending DACA in 2017, but in June of this year, the Supreme Court blocked its attempt. Now the Department of Homeland Security has until Monday to post public notice on all of its websites that it's accepting first-time applications and renewals following all the terms in place in 2017.
The government, they potentially could file, an appeal, or maybe some kind of a motion to block this from happening.
But Sapochnik doesn't think the administration will appeal. Instead, he's planning on helping thousands apply.
I think it's just important to know that it's going to create an influx of bright people that are going to join our workforce, and I think it's exciting to see it.
Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
The Jewish Family Service is applauding this decision, telling ABC 10 News in part, quote, our country's foundation and great history is built by immigrants, and we are encouraged that this decision marks the end of the anti-immigrant policies that have denied justice, safety, opportunity, and hope for so many DACA recipients and undocumented youth across our nation.
President-elect Joe Biden is starting to reveal his plans to help get the coronavirus under control when he takes office next month. ABC's Andrew Dimbert reveals the sacrifice that Biden will ask Americans to make.
As the numbers of new COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations break records for yet another day, the CDC warns the virus has entered a phase of high-level transmission. Experts adding that the worst is likely still ahead.
The numbers in and of themselves are alarming, and then you realize that it is likely we'll see more of a surge as we get 2 to 3 weeks past the Thanksgiving holiday.
COVID-19 may be the leading cause of reported deaths in the U.S. this week, according to a projection by researchers at the University of Washington, topping heart disease and lung cancer.
I put an ungodly amount of people in body bags that I wasn't prepared to do. And you feel so frustrated that they didn't take it serious, I can't tell you how many patients that we've had that they contracted it at a ball game or at a family affair.
With a vaccine expected to be authorized in the coming weeks, distribution centers across the country, including this one in Phoenix, are doing dry runs.
Hi there.
Getting ready to begin immunizations, first for healthcare workers later this month.
Can I have you please roll up your sleeve?
But most Americans are still months away from being able to get the vaccine. Grieving families, including that of New Mexico teacher teacher Sylvia Garcia, who died from COVID-19 last weekend, joining health officials in warning people the need to take precautions is greater than ever.
And I don't think these people realize, the ones that don't believe it, how hard it is to stand outside of a window and watch somebody like her mother alone with strangers in there comforting her. And I couldn't be that for her because of this virus.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.